Bhagwad Gita, chapter 2, sloka 32, Akriti Yadrichaya
Yatricaya
Chopapannam
Sopapannam
Swargadvara
Swargadara
Mapavritam
Mapavritam
Sukhina
Sukhina
Kshatriya Partha
Kshatriya Partha
Labhante
Labhante
Yuddhamidrisham
Yuddhamidrisham Ata
Shloka.
Chetvamimam Dasyam Sangram
Very good, good, nice. Shloka 33. Atha chetva mimam dharmyam. Then
Ata Chetvamimam Dasyam
sangramam na
Sangramam na karishyasi
karishyasi. Very good. Tatha swadharmam
Ata Swadharmam
kirtim cha
Kirtim cha
hitva papama
Hitva papama
vapsyasi.
Vapsyasi
Very good. Now we will do the meaning part. Shloka 32. Yadrichaya unsought, cha and upapannam come, swarga celestial abodes, dwaram door, appavitram wide open, sukhina happy, kshatriya warriors, partha is the another name for Arjun, meaning the son of Pritha, labhante obtain, yuddham war, idrisham such. So here Sri Krishna ji is saying to Arjun, O Partha, happy are those warriors to whom such opportunities of defending the dharma come unsolved. This activity opens for them stairway to Swarga. So what does it mean? So for a person who loves his primary duty or who loves his karma, who loves his dharma or who loves his swadharma, is blessed to get such opportunities where his speciality is required by the world. Right? So Arjun was the great warrior. His speciality was he was a very good warrior. And he can kill thousands of normal soldiers at one go. So now the whole world was requiring Arjun's talent. Right? For what? To balance the dharma and adharma. To kill the bad people. So same way Sri Krishna ji is saying that lucky are you because now your talent is being required by the whole world. So you should feel lucky and doing your dharma, doing your primary duty, you will be eligible to go to Swarg. Swarg is heaven. So even by doing our primary duty to the best, we are eligible to go to heaven as well. So here we will take the example of now during the corona time, doctors, the frontline warriors, they are very lucky that during this pandemic there was a huge demand for them, and by doing their primary duties they were all praised by us and even by the gods. You know? Many industries, many different industries have appreciated them by giving some special privilege to them. You all must be aware. So that is where whatever is our primary duty, when other needs it, when our talent, suppose primary your primary duty is, okay, I'll take my example. I am a teacher. So if the demand comes and someone in need, someone is really in need and that per child needs an education. I should not hesitate to give it the education to the child, right? Because it is my primary duty. I am a teacher, so my primary duty is to teach. So when the demand comes and when the world needs it at a large, we should not hesitate to do our primary duty when it is beneficial to the world at a large. So very few, very chosen one gets that privilege to serve the world at a large, right? In the pandemic, many housewives did the cooking and they served the food, the needy ones. Even many restaurants have that, did that. So this pandemic has brought so many people together and everybody was helping someone in some or the other form. Whatever is their speciality, they were helping each other. So, what do we learn? We should help others also. It is not that what we get in return, not required. Always getting in return is not required. It you know you are special. You have some speciality. You have some talent, and somebody is in need. If even the world is in need, or someone comes in needy that I need, you have this talent and I need that, you should not hesitate. You just go and help that person. So that will be praised by everyone, even by the gods and even by the humans. Okay, so we what do we learn? That whatever is our speciality and that is our primary duty, and when it is in demand by the world at a large or by any needy person, we should not hesitate, and in fact we should go and help it. Fine. So this will, what is the benefit? Benefit is that you may be eligible for heaven. So that is will be decided by God. But we should not focus on that point. We should focus that anybody in need, we should just help it. We should not hesitate, and always there is not that what will I get in return. That should not be there in your mind itself. Okay. Okay, who's going to explain? Anjali ma'am?
Ma'am, what's the
Yes,
kid's
ma'am.
primary duty?
1 minute ma'am. What, Sanchi?
What's the kid's primary duty?
Obey your parents.
Good one. You tell me, Sanchi, what is your primary duty?
To study,
Very good. Then
uh, to play,
that is that is not primary duty. That is so grantedly. Not to tell lie, do the homeworks, do the revision, chanting the shlokas. Hmm. So you are so lucky. Very few primary duties you have. Very simple, है ना? We can count in our finger, one hand itself we can count. Study, do the homework, do the revision, and don't tell lie and obey the parents. Only 5 primary duties. So do it to the best. Okay. Thank you. Anjali ma'am.
Okay, so in this sloka, Sri Krishna is telling to Arjuna that since you are a like very good, very great warrior who is ready to protect, who is there to protect dharma all the time, so you are getting this opportunity to protect dharma and make people happy. And when you do this, you will get the heaven open for yourself. So that's what he's trying to tell.
Thank you so much. Nalli ma'am.
So here, whenever someone gets the opportunity to do dharma, so they have to upfront do. So once if they will do that, their primary duty, they may be eligible for heaven.
Thank you so much. Sanji,
yes, ma'am.
you're mute.
Yes.
You can do it. It's okay.
When someone is in need, we have to help them,
It's something you asked me.
and we have to do our primary duty.
Very good.
That's all.
Thank you so much. Siddhant.
So here Lord Shri Krishna is saying that we should, so if we have a primary duty, let's say for example, you're a doctor and you have to help people get better from diseases and infections. That's your primary duty, and lots of people rely on you and to make them feel better. So here Lord Shri Krishna is saying that you should not hesitate to fight, as you're helping dharma, and by killing like all the other adharmas. Yeah, so you should take the opportunity to help someone who needs your help.
Thank you. Rupeshri ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. In this shloka, Lord Shri Krishna is telling Arjuna that his primary duty is as a kshatriya is to be a warrior and to fight for the cause, which is being doing the right thing. So when you are getting an opportunity to fight for the right thing, then you shouldn't miss such an opportunity. That will ultimately lead you to the right path because you are fighting for the cause. And being a warrior, even though you should be ready to die for a cause for dharma, similarly, like we should perform like our primary duty, whatever it is, and we shouldn't think about the result of it. We should just perform our primary duty and offer it to God, and that will in turn our actions will lead towards the ultimate salvation path. So we need to offer to Lord Shri Krishna.
Thank you. Ritu Bhabi.
Yeah. In this shloka, Krishna ji is through Arjun explaining that everyone who has their primary duty, whenever an opportunity comes, they should not hesitate to perform their duties. They should not be they should not get scared of the challenge, and they should do their primary duties. This will lead to glory, material wealth, material happiness, as well as spiritual happiness.
Thank you. Akriti.
So Rashi Krishna is telling to Arjun that if we have to help someone, we should not quit. We should go and help someone. For example, a doctor. A doctor always have to help someone when they are sick or any diseases. If they got sick, doctors should help. And doctors are not scared like that. Also, we should not be scared like that. So, Lord Shri Krishna is telling Arjun that you should go fight, and you have the opportunity to help Dharma and kill all the adharmas.
Thank you. Now we will do next shloka, shloka 33. Ath chet if, however, tvam you imam this dharmyam sangramam righteous war na not karishyasi act tata then swadharma one's duty in accordance with the Vedas kirtim reputation cha and hitva abandoning papam sin avapsyasi will incur. Here Sri Krishna ji is saying to Arjun, if, however, you refuse to fight this righteous war, abandoning your social duty and reputation, you will certainly incur sin. So here Sri Krishna ji is trying to say us that if we don't do our primary duty, if we don't do our dharma, our karma or swadharma, then it will lead to doing a sin. It will be as equal as doing a sin. Okay, so remember, doing the primary duty is very important. So everyone has their own set of primary duties. None of us have the same primary duties. So we have to do our own primary duties. It is being there by nature because we are born with those primary duties. So we have to do that. By abandoning them, by not doing them, we will be incurring sin. Okay, so according to the Vedas, it will be a sin that one will be incurring. So we should do our primary duty. So you should chant the shlokas because you are attending the shloka class. So that is your primary duty to chant the shlokas. And So chant the shlokas and come. Even though you can read the shloka very well, at least read 5 times and come as a primary duty. Ki no, it is my primary duty. I will read at least for 5 times. है ना? You're mute.
Ma'am, but I read it so many times.
You read it, but still you did mistake in the last line. Completely messed up. And you got it that I'm saying to you.
And I chanted chapter 18 till first sloka to 50 sloka. The 5 seconds.
Wow, very nice. Good. We should chant as much as possible. That is more important.
Today I have to chant 17 more slokas of the chapter.
Good. Do it. So it's a very simple shloka and very clear cut message that we have to do our primary duty at every age. It is not that there is a age limit that till this age only you have to do your primary duty, then you are free. No. Till the body is alive, we have primary duties. Different primary duties at different level, no, different age level. Like kids, primary duty is very little. But when we grow, when we become an adult, we have a different set of primary duties. And when we grow more, na, the different set of primary duties are there. So at every point, at every day, no, every level of your age, you have to do your primary duties. And if you don't do so, you will incur the sin. This is simple. So this is what for Arjun, Shri Krishna ji is saying that it is a righteous war. What war was happening? It was happening a righteous war. है ना? So Shri Krishna ji said that, and you are going to do a social duty. Even though it is going to benefit you personally as well, it is also a social duty. And it is Arjun was a great warrior. He had some reputation. So his reputation will also will get no, affected. He will incur the sin, and if he abandoned the social duty, that is also not good, right? Because he was a great person. So big person and very famous persons have many social duties. By chance they have social duties. They are responsible for so many things. So they have to be really careful on taking the decisions. What decision they are taking. It shouldn't harm the society. So what is social duty? It is the, like you are doing a duty for the society. Outside the house is a society. Inside the house is our family, is our house. है ना? So we're doing some act outside for the people outside the house is the social duty. So one has to be really careful for doing that. Okay, Akriti, would you like to say?
Lord Shri Krishna is again telling that to Arjun, if you don't do your karma and duty, if you don't do your primary duty, we will incur sin. Lord Shri Krishna is telling Arjun to fight. Even if you miss your people, if you miss your relatives, family, even if you kill them, it's fine because most of them are also going to dharma and few of them are in dharma. So Radha Krishna is telling that you should do your primary duty.
Very good. Thank you. Ritu Bhavi.
So in this shloka, Sri Krishna is explaining to Arjuna that just in the previous shloka, he was saying that if we do a primary duty, we get joy and bliss. Likewise, he's saying if we don't do our primary duty, then it leads to sin and not so happy life. So he's
Thank
stressing the importance of doing the primary duty.
thank you so much. Nalini ma'am.
So here, Krishna says to Arjuna that if he is not doing the primary duty, then he will be incurring sins, and so he has to. And there are, though they are family members and though they are close relatives, they are all doing adharma. So if he don't fight for the dharma, then all the people who are there for dharma, they also will have to suffer, and Arjuna will incur sin. So he has to fight.
Thank you. Rupashri ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. In this shloka, Lord Shri Krishna is telling that even though you know your primary duty, if you do not perform that and if you get carried away by the emotion, then that will give you a sin. So that is not the correct thing to do. So you need to do the right thing, which is dharma. So you need to perform actions as a warrior.
Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Siddhant.
Yes, ma'am. Here, Lord Shri Krishna is telling to Arjuna that if you don't do your duties as a warrior, then it will be incurring sin, and it's a sin. So yeah, and then all his reputation will be gone as a warrior, and everyone will think of him as bad instead of a high warrior.
Thank you. Sanchi.
Lord Sri Krishna tells to Arjuna that we have you have to do your primary duty as a warrior.
Good. Primary duty as a warrior, and what he has to do.
He has to fight for the dharma truth.
Okay, thank you. Anjali ma'am.
Okay, here Sri Krishna is telling to Arjuna that as a warrior, if you don't fight for dharma and if you don't protect dharma, like since that is your primary duty, and if you don't do that, it is like you are making a sin and you will lose name and fame out of it.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. So we got a clear message that we have to do our primary duty. You know, benefit is that it is as equal as doing the devotion. So it is also one of the mode of attaining moksha. So doing your primary duty is also one of the mode of attaining moksha. So there are many other ways, that is devotion, meditation, by doing tapa, by doing yagnas. In this Srimad Bhagwad Gita, Sri Krishna ji will share with us all the different ways through which we can attain moksha. So this is the first topic of doing the primary duty. So even by doing the primary duty, one can attain moksha, go to heaven. ठीक है